founder and CEO for My Block, My Hood, My City, a group serving underprivileged youth. Jamal Cole is in studio. Plus, she's a local contestant for Hollywood Week on ABC's American Idol. Nikki Rodriguez is in the house. And movie critic Richard Roeper has a review of Death of a Unicorn, the new comedy horror film starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. Now, here are your hosts, Val Warner and Ryan Cheverini. Welcome to Windy City Weekend. It's Friday, March 28th, and look who's back. How was Graceland?
Yes, bucket list trip, Val.
Yes.
Since this show started, I think I have talked about going to Graceland and taking my dad. It's something we've always wanted to do as a family. I'll tell you about the dad part.
Okay.
But I did finally go. I got to go with my twin brother, Dee, and my sister-in-law, Shannon.
Yes.
And honestly, if you are an Elvis fan, even if you're not, if you're just a history fan,
Right.
it is like a bucket list trip. It's a must-see thing. You get to go into the mansion. The mansion is still in the
So
same...
set up like a museum.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a museum. There's all kinds of, it's almost like Universal Studios across the street where there's all these buildings that are just dedicated to Elvis and all the memorabilia and all of that. The mansion you get to go into, it's left in the same exact condition that it was, when he passed away. And it's just, it takes you back into time. It's so much history. I thought we had some pictures.
I was going to say, are we going to see any pictures?
Maybe they don't.
Okay.
I sent some, but
Okay.
if not,
There we go.
There we go. So obviously there's the
So this is outside the mansion.
Yeah, and it's not nearly as big. Now he's buried on the property with his whole family. His parents.
Wow.
Yeah, and now his daughter, Lisa Marie, is buried there as well
Just
with her
recently,
son.
yes.
But yeah, this is the inside that you get to go into, take pictures.
Is there a tour guide?
There's
a guided
as
tour?
well. Look
Okay.
at, there's this jet, the Lisa Marie was this
Wow.
private jet. You go in there, all his cars.
Look at that.
The outfits. I mean, honestly,
Is that a Chevy?
I think that was a Chevy, yeah.
Yeah, look at me.
It's an amazing experience. So I got to do that, and then I got to do this, which everybody needs to do this. Go and see the MLK site. I mean, you are that close to, sadly, where he was assassinated, and you know that's a civil rights museum now.
Yes.
And it's just the Lorraine Motel. It's it's an incredible, surreal, sad, but just a must trip. Like, I think that every junior high in America needs to take a trip to the Lorraine Motel and that.
You know what? They do a lot of the DC trips in 8th grade. I don't know if you did it. Did you do that growing up in 8th? I did.
Did you?
Yeah, then I sent my kids on it. So it's definitely something. And you're right. They can make that stop and go run on and see other things.
Yeah, so bucket list checked. My dad unfortunately canceled. We did this trip for you, Dad.
Oh, don't do that to Eddie.
I love you, Pops. He's doing fine. He's in great health, but he had 2 knee replacements.
Yeah, that's a lot of walking.
It is. He was worried about the walking, so we were FaceTiming him from Graceland. We were sending him pictures, and he was having FOMO so bad.
He felt like he was right there, though, I bet,
Yes.
as much as you guys FaceTimed him, huh?
But it's a good lesson that if you want to do something with your family or with your parents, do it now. Do it now while their knees are good, while the body's good, the health is good. We waited a little too long, but I'm glad we did it.
That's right. All right, well, we're glad you're back.
Good to be back.
Okay, well, let's bring in today's first guest. He is the founder and CEO of My Block, My Hood, My City, a group that serves underprivileged youth.
Yeah, and he is a great friend of the show. Jamal Cole, great to see you, buddy.
Thank y'all for having me.
Have you been to Graceland or the MLK site?
No, but I want to take students because a lot of kids in Chicago have never been downtown, never been on a plane, definitely never been in Memphis. So the point of us selling hoodies or even having a program is to expose kids to different cultures and professions and foods. So
How many years has My Block, My Hood, My City been around now?
this is our 10-year anniversary coming up in April, and you guys have been supporting My Block, My Hood, My City since day one when y'all cut up our hoodies on the first show. I'm so grateful. I know there's got to be hundreds of nonprofit organizations and activists that give a salute to y'all, so thank you so much for the support.
No, we salute you, Jamal, because, I mean, look at you. You look like you got a baby face. I can't even, 10 years ago, you weren't even old enough to really be thinking about helping other kids. I feel like you were just a kid yourself, but what was when you were laying around or walking or whatever you were doing 10 years ago and you had this vision come to you to start this, what did you imagine it would be?
I was volunteering at Cook County Jail, and a lot of kids in the jail, they could see the Sears Tower from the window of the jail, but they had never been. And it blew my mind. They would see Lake Michigan and say, what ocean is that? And so I would let them know that you see the Sears Tower, you see the Hancock, you see the Aon building, just like the architects built those buildings from the ground up. you guys can be the architect of your own future. And so when you get out, I'm gonna take you downtown, and that's what I did. I took them to Giordano's, I took them to Greek Town, and that's how I started the Explorers program.
Yeah, what is it that feeds your soul? What is it that you get out of it?
Yeah, man, I love when I come to the gas station and the mom jumps out of the car and says, "Hey, man, can you talk to my little son? He going down the wrong path. Just text message. Just speak to him." Also, man, I get a lot of credit, but to be honest with you, I had a staff of 13 people, and they are dope. They are so dope, man. They
Going to 13?
13. We went from 1 to 13, but I get a lot of credit, but I got a great staff that really are all activists, and we have a roundtable every day and talk about how to help Chicago.
Right, and you just got a major award from President Biden.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's a presidential lifetime achievement award for volunteering, and I just found out about it. I'm glad this president gave it to me, or I'm not gonna say too much, but basically,
The former president, yes.
exactly. I'm happy I got it, but it's a great award. I never got no awards growing up for playing basketball. I was nice at basketball, but never no awards for football. So to get an award for volunteering, that is again, it's just a charge for me to continue. Or really, because I get a lot of credit, but they're really in the background helping out a lot.
Yeah, congratulations on the award. I know you have a big event coming up, the Hoodie Ball.
Yeah, man, the Hoodie Ball. So it's April 4th at the Bridgeport Arts Center. It's just like a sneaker ball, but you replace the sneakers with the hoodies. You can wear your favorite team, your favorite slogan, your favorite quote, and come out and party with the raising money for our Explorers program. So to take kids on field trips, and it's really important for us now because we see what the President Trump's doing. We see what the cuts in DEI. After-school programs in Chicago are at risk right now, so we need your support. Come out and party with the Purpose with us on April 4th.
And
MC, a great MC, I heard.
yeah, what's her name?
I can't remember.
You don't remember? You want to describe her? She got any energy?
She's
Does
got
she
a
bring
little
the
energy.
noise?
She loves her back.
I'm a backless hoodie.
Oh, okay.
I might.
It would be rich with some holes in the back.
I might have. I was gonna rock my Black My Hood, my city hoodie. But do I have permission to rock a backless hoodie?
Yes, you can. That's the whole point. Rock whatever you want to rock.
Thank you, Ryan.
Chaps too?
No. The lower half is still a work in progress.
That's amazing. I continue to do what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
We are lucky to have you in Chicago, and we are blessed for all the blessings you are bestowing upon so many others.
I appreciate it. I received that. Thank you all for the support.
Yes, of course. What's next for the next 10 years? Have you looked that far yet?
You know what? I'm living in every community for a month at a time. Right now I'm in Pullman. Next month, I'm going to Uptown next month. We know Uptown for the Asian food, the theaters, but we don't talk a lot about the unhoused population. So I want to be there trying to use whatever light that we have to uplift and support the unhoused in Uptown next month.
That's awesome. Okay, well, listen, hope to see you at the Hoodie Ball for My Block, My Hood, My City. It's next Friday at the Bridgeport Arts Center. It's at 35th and Racine, right there on the south side. Great venue, great entertainment. DJ Mike P's going to be there, I saw.
So, yep.
Okay, I'm going to be there in my backless hoodie. Thank you, Ryan. Go to our website, abc7chicago.com for more info. Jamal, thanks. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, and hey, if you want to come see us live, we're going to have a studio audience next Friday, April 4th. You can request free tickets by emailing us at wcwaudience@gmail.com. We will see you here next week.
That's right. All right, coming up, we've got a local American Idol contestant in studio. Her name is Nikki Rodriguez. You won't want to miss her. And then later, film critic Richard Roper got a review of a new Seth Rogen series set in Hollywood. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Our next guest is a teen from Buffalo Grove. She's a senior at Stevenson High School, and this Sunday you will see her on American Idol.
That's right. She's a talented singer, and Idol producers actually discovered her on TikTok. Good old TikTok. Here's a clip of Nikki Rodriguez covering Hoosiers Too Sweet.
I think I'll take my whiskey, my coffee black in my bed at 3.
Yeah. All right, welcome Nikki Rodriguez to the show. Beautiful voice, Nikki.
Thank you so much.
So you got discovered just from doing TikTok videos.
Yeah, I've been posting my TikTok videos since I was like 10 years old. I would make new accounts, and like sometimes it feels like people aren't really watching because it's so hard to go viral on TikTok.
Sure.
But I mean, I guess people were watching.
So what was the viral video that got the producer's attention from American Idol?
You know, it wasn't even viral. It was just like 300,000 200, probably 50. I
Well, what
don't
was
know.
the song?
It was Singing July by Noah Cyrus.
Wow. So then they reached out to you and said, hey, you should
She DM'd me on TikTok, and at first I thought it was a scam. I didn't really think it was real, and then I was like, oh my god, let me just say hi and see. Maybe it's real, and it was. And she's the sweetest person I've ever met.
I
Yeah.
feel like we've heard this story. We've got lots of celebrities here in this very seat that you're sitting in, and they all say similar stories about their stars. That's a good sign.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's a good sign.
So you've been singing since you were about 8 years old,
Yeah.
right? And who was your musical influence?
My dad. Yeah.
Is he a singer?
No, but he plays guitar with me, and he's played with me ever since I was young. And we sing together. We sing songs in Portuguese. We sing all kinds of songs. I listen to music with him, and my mom too. She takes me to voice lessons every week. She would wait an hour in the car waiting.
Good mama.
Yeah, she's amazing. I have the best family, best parents.
Nice. So, do you remember like your earliest age of singing? Like
Yeah.
when you discovered, you actually do remember?
I do. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I would actually sing in front of the Christmas tree, and my mom would post me singing Christmas carols, and I was like full of energy. I was like, "Hi, I'm Nikki Rodriguez, and I want to sing 3 songs for Christmas." And like, I was just like, it was just really. I have the video. It was crazy. I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh.
So we're going to show the video.
Okay. Yeah.
So you've already done the audition that we're going to see on Sunday. Now you can't really talk about it,
Yeah.
but were you nervous just the thought of going in there and having to try to impress and you got one chance?
Yeah, my stomach like turns when I like rip. And it doesn't matter how many people I'm singing in front of. Like even if it's like a local gig, like before I get on stage, I'm so nervous. But then as soon as I start singing, I'm like, I'm good. This is amazing. And I was honestly so much more excited than nervous when I was going in there, just because it's such an amazing opportunity that I just wanted to enjoy every second of it.
Oh, she can't tell us. Because I'm like, what's next for Nikki Rodriguez? You're a senior at Stevenson High School.
Yeah.
So, a graduation, and what's after that?
Well, I got in my top dreams college, both of them actually. I got
Oh,
in
nice.
Miami and Southern California, which. I just got in 2 days ago, and I was like, I called my mom. Yeah, so excited.
Wow. And wait, you're taking newscaster classes, right?
Oh my gosh, Steven's a new thinker.
But so are you going to take our job in a few years?
I can never. You guys are much better than me.
Trust me, we started off like
Yeah.
you, so definitely put it in the
Oh my
universe.
gosh.
I can't sing like you. Voice.
I wish I could, but I can't.
All right, we're going to get to see that on Sunday. That's also your birthday, right?
I know I'm turning 18. And guys, I've been wishing every single birthday when it's like my time to blow out my candles. I'm like, every wish, I can talk about it. Every wish was like that I hope like my voice gets heard and that I can, that I'll get an opportunity like this. And on my 18th birthday, I think I did. And this, it's such a blessing. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, I got good vibes. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Behind that smile. Well, you've got all of Chicagoland rooting for you because we love a hometown story.
Yeah.
Sunday is Nikki's birthday, as she just mentioned. The Big 18, you can vote now. It's also the day she makes her primetime debut on American Idol right here on ABC at 7 p.m. And you can also watch it on Hulu. Good luck, Nikki. Keep us posted.
I will.
Don't forget about the little people when you blow up.
You guys aren't little. You guys are awesome.
Just come back and see us when you win it all, okay?
All right, coming up, we got a clip from my latest neighborhood walk in Bridgeport with Alderwoman Nicole Lee. Roper's here with a review of a new comedy horror flick called Death of a Unicorn. All right, hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out of Our City, getting up into the 70s later today. Got a new installment of our Chicago neighborhood walk out this week, and this 11th Ward Alder Lee. And here's just a little snippet from our walk when we are at Chinnick's Pub. Next up, a classic Chicago neighborhood tavern. And this is Chinnick's. This isn't just a neighborhood bar.
No, it's an institution. This bar has been here, as the sign says, since 1938. and the 3 generations of the Shinnick family has run the place, and it's an incredible institution here.
Yeah, and speaking of history, I was thinking about this as we were touring this neighborhood. You didn't see Alderwoman in your future. Do you see Mayor of Chicago in your future?
Did you really honestly just go there? I thought you liked me to do that. I love serving people, so as I've said to my children when they ask me how long I'm going to be alderman, I was like, as long as I feel like I'm making a difference, I want to continue to serve the community.
Yeah. So her answer is yes. That she didn't say that, but that's what she's trying to say. So when it happened, I'm going to rewind this tape. Again, that was just a little snippet. You can see the entire latest neighborhood walk video online at abc7chicago.com, and I encourage you to do so because we visited a lot of really cool spots in Bridgeport, a park that you probably never even knew existed with a beautiful vieu of the sky.
I was in Bridgeport yesterday.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, the Sox
you
opener.
were.
You were
And
too.
we visited, Nicole and I visited Wright Field as well. And
Yeah. And we're tailgating, yeah, of course. The White
Speaking
Sox.
of.
The White Sox play in Bridgeport. The biggest White Sox fan we know. He's here every Friday, and they're undefeated. Richard Roper, who is also undefeated.
Let's make our reservations for October. Let's go White Sox.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you how much I enjoyed White Sox fans?
Yes, salt of the earth, always have been.
Salt
Yeah.
of the earth,
Yeah, love those
real,
Sox fans.
regular, hard working, and out there tailgating at 7 in the morning.
I love it. I get invited all the time to these tailgating parties by people I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, there's like, come on by.
Oh yeah, well you feel like you
go.
Oh, I do.
They're so generous.
That's how I feed myself.
Yeah, seriously, they were so generous.
That's how I fed my son yesterday too.
Yeah. Doggy bags,
Yeah.
whiskey, whatever you want.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's start with a comedy horror with Paul Rudd, Jen Ortega, and a dead unicorn. Rich, is death of a unicorn a spin or a save?
You know, Val, it's a save. It's kind of interesting because it's another one of those things where everybody's in a remote cabin and stuff, so it's going crazy. There are actual unicorns in this movie, but you know, unicorns you usually think of like kids' birthday parties and Saturday morning cartoons. These are vicious killer unicorns because unicorns of lore kind of were, so it's kind of interesting at first because they're under attack from unicorns, and then they have to fight the unicorns. But then it's just kind of heavy-handed, a lot of messaging about eat the rich. You know, the family there, they run a pharmaceutical company, so maybe the unicorn blood will cure cancer, and it just gets too bogged down and all that. And it's like, just give me a good old-fashioned unicorn slasher movie, man.
Yeah, all right, but we were skipping that one. Next up, a thriller starring Jason Statham. He plays an ex-Marine commando who gets back in the game to save the kidnapped daughter of his spending or saving on a working man.
Another save. You know, what's interesting about this is Jason Statham is playing a site manager on a downtown Chicago construction site, and yet he lives out of his car because he's poor. I'm like, no, that's a good job. But of course, they filmed almost all of it in London. And Jason Statham just plays the same guy. He's a beekeeper, he's a transporter, now he's a construction guy. At some point, he's like, you know, I don't like you. And then he pop. So if you want to see Jason Statham, there he is, beating up everybody on the construction site because they did something bad. We've seen this movie. It's called Taken when it was first made. It's the same movie.
Well, I was going to say The Equalizer.
It's The Equalizer meets Taken.
Yeah.
All the same movie. Jason Statham's fun to watch. You know, this is the kind of movie, I hate to say this, but you can actually kind of walk out and come in. You're not going to miss any big plot points.
Okay.
What I miss? Well, he's still mad and getting revenge.
Okay, you can go get the snack.
That's
Yeah,
right.
or Val, you can take a couple naps.
Just a little one.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
You wake
away,
up and be
there.
beating up 10 new henchmen.
All right, so excuse me, finally, we've got a new streaming series. It's a Hollywood-themed comedy starring Seth Rogen as the head of a movie studio. Rich, talk about the studio.
Yeah, it's a Hollywood satire, and I really like this because it's all about, it's a TV series about whether or not the movie industry is going to survive. So it's all fiction, but it's very relevant, and Seth Rogen plays the head of the studio. But then you have all these actors playing themselves. Charlize Theron's over here, and then there's Zoe Kravitz. So they're all kind of in on the joke. You know, there's even a scene set at the Golden Globes. All fictional, but all very funny, and pretty much how Hollywood really works.
And Seth Rogen, another comedian that's making the transition into more serious roles.
And he's the creator and the producer and the director. And, you know, Seth Rogen says he won't do anything until he's had his morning bong. And I do not recommend that, but it fuels his creativity.
Yeah.
But again, don't do that.
Something I
Don't do
would
that.
for the morning.
Don't be a site foreman like Jason Statham beating everybody. And don't fight a unicorn. There are a lot of cautionary tales in this week's review.
3 to be exact. Oh, 2 saves and a spin. Rich, thank you.
We're going to be right back with an update on our bite bracket competition. We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back. Your hoop brackets might be, but I'm not even gonna say might. Out of 10, they are busted by now, but hopefully your bellies aren't, because the final course for our Windy City Bike Bracket is ready to be plated.
Yeah, representing the north side, we have Pizza Royalty, Pequods, up against the Chicago staple, Billy Goat Tavern.
Ooh, and then on the south side, Thin Crust legend Vito and Nix is taking on the best hot dog in the West, Jimmy's Red Hots in Humboldt Park.
Yeah, head to our Windy City Weekend Facebook and Instagram pages to vote on these two matchups. Next week, we're going to see which ones will compete in the final round and be crowned the champion in our first ever Windy City Bite Bracket. Those are some tough choices right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those might be my two favorite pizza places in the entire Chicago
What?
area. And Vito and Nix, yeah.
Oh.
Right up there, top 5 for sure.
I just had Paisanos the other day. I love Paisanos. That thin crust.
Yeah. Well, now
Yeah.
I said Domino's the other day.
Oh,
Domino's. Not bad saying it because it's a chain. It's not like
Listen, we used to get the Chef's Kitchen from Jewel back in the day.
yeah.
Put that on the bottom shelf of the oven, wait about 18 minutes. The whole house.
the jewels.
Yeah, the Jewels.
Well, hey, I know you big co-hosting moment coming up here, buddy.
Yeah, so want to thank you for your service, Ryan. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, he's climbing stakes on the
I
city.
apologize in advance to everybody. For the
Right.
studio audience that'll be.
And we got a studio audience next week. And Richard Roper. So that's going to do it. Bye, everybody.